We're doing this interview, and my promise to you is that this is going to be 6 minutes of unedited content that's going to make it onto our newscast.
Yes.
And in exchange, you will promise not to run that time up with political rhetoric. This is an intimate look at what it's like to be the brother of the mayor.
Absolutely.
Is it
Unedited.
deal? Unedited.
Your producers will go crazy, but that's all right.
They will not go crazy, but there's
Okay.
no political
No
ramblings.
politics. I will not say a word about how much money we save the taxpayer.
There, you just
Okay.
did, so I can
No, I won't.
then I get one edit in. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. The Ford family name.
Yes.
How has it changed since Rob Ford got himself into so much trouble in this city?
Well, it's worldwide now. And I guess a lot of people worldwide don't know what the Fords are all about. They don't know us. The people that do understand why we're in politics.
But they know that Toronto's crack-smoking mayor.
That's what they know.
A mockery, a joke.
Yeah, well, that's what they know, but they haven't really sat down with any of the Fords. They don't know what we do, how we give back to the community.
How has this been for you? You have watched your brother crash and burn again and again so incredibly publicly. What do you say when all the world is chiming in on what they say?
Well, media loves negativity. That's what sells papers and sells advertising. And
Using the P word and admitting to smoking crack,
it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I've said it publicly, it's unacceptable. But also look at some of the positive things. Everyone makes mistakes. We all have a family member that makes mistakes or know someone that's made a mistake. It's what you do to correct the mistake and what you're going to do moving forward. And Rob's doing that right now. He's on a regimented workout program every day, regimented diet. He has a healthy lifestyle, and he's going to knock off a few pounds, and he's ready to go in the next election.
When you found out that the mayor, the Gawker story had made the headlines and you were at the cottage, what happened?
The Gawker...
When the Gawker story first
came out, well, I didn't believe him because the Toronto Star has lied so many times about us. I didn't believe him. And up to today, I still want to see this tape. No one has seen the tape, so show us the tape.
Except the tape is almost irrelevant if the mayor has admitted to smoking crack.
Absolutely, it's irrelevant, but let's see it anyways.
We have so often seen you and the mayor as frickin' frack side by side. You are almost one and the same at City Hall. That worked in your favor politically up until this time.
I still think it works in our favor.
You think that having the mayor as your brother works in your favor politically?
I'd never change my brother. Absolutely it does. I don't think the media understands how many people he's helped out and how many people our family's helped out. As I said, Rob handles 130,000 calls a year. When he goes over and helps Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones will support Rob because he's the only guy, the only politician the size of this city, gives out his home phone number. He'll pick it up and he'll show up at your door.
There are people, though, who saw you as having a very big political future. I don't know that they felt the same way about Rob. There are people who saw you as having a very good shot at the premier's seat. And now it seems as though there will be people who say a lot of parties wouldn't touch you with the provincial Conservative Party wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Well, you'd have to talk to the Conservative Party. They won't do me a favor. I'll be doing them a favor if I run because I'll win the seat.
How has this changed your political aspirations, these scandals after scandal?
Well, I don't like politicians. They're phony, they're fake, they aren't real, they have their own political agenda. That's all three parties. And I'm not putting a blanket right across 100% of them.
You are a politician, I'll remind you.
No, but only 90%. I'm not a politician. I can't stand politicians because they lie, they sneak, they connive, they're self-serving. And the majority of them, vast majority, couldn't get a job in the real world for what they get paid down at City Hall.
How has this changed your political aspirations?
I'm not going to run municipally. It's dysfunctional down there. The governance system is dysfunctional. The province holds those powers.
You're telling me that you are announcing that you will not run again in the municipal election? In
the municipal election, 100%. I'm not going to run. Would I consider running provincially one day? Maybe.
And you think that you have a shot of winning despite all that the Ford family name now stands for?
But that's where the media is out of touch. They don't come to Etobicoke. We've been here for 55 years, helping people. It predates politics. We got involved in Rotary, got involved in the hospitals, got involved in
You don't believe any
sports.
of this has had a negative effect on your ability to win re-election, even provincially?
No, that's up to the people to decide. But I don't know too many people in Etobicoke, too many families giving back like we have.
I want to ask about your relationship with your brother, because it's always sort of been seen as two best friends. I think you call each other Norm.
Jones.
Jones,
yeah.
Jones. The police interviews with staffers have suggested that that relationship actually isn't that tight at all, and that you're really angry with what Rob has done.
Well, a lot of staffers have twisted stories and lied. So I don't know how they know my relationship with my brother.
Tell me what it is.
I think it's a close relationship. I'd do anything for Rob. I'd jump in front of a bus for him.
You have to be angry with him, though, for what he has put the Ford family name through.
Sure, it's anger, but it's also, I feel like 1,000 pounds are off Rob's shoulders. I was angry when I heard it. There's no doubt.
He's admitted to smoking crack cocaine.
Yeah.
And how does that sit with you?
Well, it doesn't sit well. But in saying that, I look at all the positive things he's done. Has he been honest personally? No. Is he the most honest politician that I've ever met? 100%. Like I always say, when you go to sleep at night, who are you going to be trusting watching the bank account of the city? Olivia Chow or Rob Ford? It's Rob Ford.
Are you afraid, though, that there's a sense that Rob has a very serious addiction problem, drunken stupors, alcohol, as well as the crack cocaine admission. Do you live in fear that he could fall off the wagon?
No, first of all, he doesn't. That's the media twisted it out of proportion. Rob admitted smoking crack cocaine. He does not smoke crack cocaine. He doesn't take cocaine or any drugs. Did Rob enjoy a few drinks every few weeks? Sure, but the media grabbed it and went down the train tracks.
And he's completely, we're out of time now, so I just have to say he's completely done with drinking.
100%.
He doesn't drink at all anymore.
No, I got to ask you a quick question. Have you ever seen him drunk or anything down at City Hall? You spent time down there.
I haven't, no.
Neither has anyone else. So.
But he's finished with the drinking.
That's what he's telling me, and I believe him.
Thank you so much for agreeing to the interview.
Thank you.